So today I called my cousin, and I asked my cousin to tell me a story. Now, my cousin walks the path of an African traditional religion called Ifa. And I said, cuz, why don't you tell me a story about Elegua? And in her, within her path, she refers to him as Ishu. She said, all right, cuz, I got one for you. I just heard it recently. I said, all right, tell me, I'm here for it. She said, Ishu was having a conversation with a businessman. The businessman told Ishu that some people had lied, lied and steal from him and all this. And so Ishu said, for real? Like, yeah, for real. So he said, all right, I want you to talk to my man because he can bring you justice. He can get things done. So Ishu took him, which I say Elegua, right? Took him to Ogun. So he told him, tell Ogun what happened to you. And Ogun is hard at work. So the man told him about the person stealing from him, right? So Ogun took out his sword and chopped his head off. Man, when my cousin told me that story, I started laughing so hard. I said, all right, cuz, thank you. I can work with this. I can work with this. So, what would this look like in today's time, right? Man, they took everything I had. They did me dirty. Blah, blah, blah. Now, Elegua, or Ishu, is known as the trickster, right? The trickster in tarot is the devil. So this man, or this person, we're gonna make it gender neutral. So this person tried to play the player. They tried to trick the trickster. So basically, you trying to lie to the devil. And Ishu, he entertained this. He said, oh no, for real? Are you serious? Right? Whole time, he know this person lying. So it might come out like somewhat like this. Oh my soul. Or, I swear before God, before heaven. And you know what? I think Ebony did it. Ebony? No shade. So, this trickster, you gonna hold on to that, right? Yeah, man, for real, for real, for real. For real, I'm not lying. I'm not lying, right? All right, let's go somewhere. So, you ask, are you sure? Are you sure? Like, man, somebody really did this to you? Look, man, I got all the receipts. Look. Look at this. As if Elegua, Ishu, doesn't have critical thinking skills. They're going to hold on to this lie, right? And so, they came up on Ogun. And this is the moment where he knew. Right? But he's still holding on. He got the receipts and everything. I'm mastered this lie. And so, Ishu said, hey, tell my man's right here what happened to you. Hey, listen what he's gonna say. Listen to what he says. You know how you give that eye look at each other like, watch this. Listen to this. Look at that. Hey, you must don't know. I am the trickster. I am the master liar. I'm the one who created it, right? And Ogun like, look, I'm working. I really don't have time for this, but go ahead and tell me what you got to say. So, person goes on with the same lie. And Ogun pulls out his sword again and says, cap. So I had to dig into this. I had to really go into this, right? So let's unpack. As my mythology teacher would say, let's unpack this. Ishu, Elegua, is still Mercury. Okay? So, this story about Ishu and Ogun teaches that lies may seem harmless at first, but they will eventually face real consequences. We already seen what happened. He got his neck cut off, right? Maybe thought they was just having a little casual conversation, but at the end of the day, they didn't know who they was talking to. Then when they gave him a chance, right? They came onto the crossroads. And in hoodoo, or in African American tradition, right? Crossroads is where you make decisions at. You have a chance to tell the truth. You have a chance to stop your lies. Okay, this just came to me this morning because so I was gonna do something else, but I couldn't hold this one inside, right? So Ishu or Elegua represents truth being revealed. So you're just gonna sit here and lie to me. It's kind of like when you telling your parents a lie and they know you're lying. I used to do it all the time to my mama. I used to come home from school, and I told y'all this before. And I knew if I lied to her more, it was just gonna make her mad. And I was either gonna get tore up out the frame or some long Rapunzel punishment. Because that's what she would do to me, right? So, when I came home from where I was coming home from, and she asked me a question that I knew she wasn't supposed to know anything about, the jig was up. It's a wrap. She already knows. I might as well just tell the truth and face the consequences because it's going to be worse if I lie to her. Okay? So, Ogun represents action and consequences. So, my mama was Ogun. I used to call my mama Columbo. I was 007. I tried to be slick with it. But sometimes 007 get caught up, right? If you ever played that game or seen the movie. So the businessman, which can be the business person, lied, thinking it was just words. Hey, this person lied to the guy that lies and to the executioner. And justice was swift then. Okay. But when his lie reached Ogun, it became something serious and irreversible. So let me break this down to you. You got some people that's like Elegua or Eshu, as my cousin says, right? And they'll entertain your lie. They'll even laugh. They'll sympathize with you. Whole time they know you lying, right? Then you got other people that's like Ogun. Like they call them the children of Eshu and the children of Ogun. And you'll reach around one of Ogun's kids, right? One of their family members, and they have no time to play with you. They don't have no time for your foolishness or games. They no nonsense type people, right? So this lesson is that words create reality. If we are dishonest, it can lead to outcomes we can't control. Okay? However, truth, on the other hand, protects us. So I've been sitting with this for a couple hours, right? I've been sitting with this whole story. It was just so funny. The way my cousin said he just pulled out his sword and chopped his head off. Like, dang, he didn't have time. He was not playing around with his foolishness. Like, you ain't finna lie to me. Like, stop. No. You know what? Matter of fact, off with your head. Okay? So, well, I'm thinking, I'm generating, I'm thinking, and scripture came to me. And it comes from the book of Proverbs 11:3. So I looked at the best translation to help us all understand. And it says, if you are good, you are guided by honesty. People who can't be trusted are destroyed by their own dishonesty. So I thought about this. I said, okay, Esau set him up. He set him up. But did the man play himself? See, sometimes we play ourselves. Yep. And then when our head's rolling down on the ground or something, who you gonna blame? You the one told to lie. You the one who was dishonest. You was the one that's untruthful. You wasn't the one acting in integrity. But because you had all these people that some may have believed you until you ran across the children of Esau or Elazar. And they entertained your lie. Oh yeah, they entertained your lie, but they knew you was lying. So they knew you was lying. The whole time. I say whole time. I love young people and they slay. See, I understand them, so I hope you understand me. Whole time they was lying. Ogun called them out. Cat. It's funny to me, right? So, who are you going to blame? Who's the person that told the lie? Who was the person with the receipts and all this? You just so confident. So confident. Like, nobody has no critical thinking skills. Nobody will ever find out the truth. Nobody. Till you run against Esau and Ogun. Yeah. You're going to meet somebody like that if you don't stop your foolishness. I'm like my grandma now. I done told you. Right? See, my mom was like a child of Ogun. No nonsense. Been there, done that. The lie has evolved. It's the same lie, same tricks, same games people been playing since the beginning of time. Okay? So going back, Proverbs says, chapter 11, verse 3 says, if you are good, you are guided by honesty. People who can't be trusted are destroyed. The man got his head cut off, right? By their own dishonesty. So 11 is a master number, and it is the master teacher, or karmic master teacher. And 3 is about speech and communication. Take care.